Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns, where tonight we have a Wind Waker Randomizer S4 Challenge Cup match for you between SecondPlace92 and MopOfJustice. Joined on comms today by Halky and Haley and Emily Swift. How are the two of you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. Emily, how are you doing?
Very good.
Foggies. I'm very excited. I think that this will be a really good race to watch. We're back with... Go ahead.
Oh no, I also think this is going to be a really good race.
Mop and second place are both part of Challenge Cup Group B, and this is Mop's first race of the Challenge Cup. Second place's second race of the Challenge Cup. So anything can happen between these two. Bailey, don't you worry.
I will get this race underway, hand it over to the two of you, and we'll get this started here shortly.
Sounds good. Thank you, Cubs.
Thank you, Cubs.
I think that at the first, 5 minutes or so, we're probably not going to see a whole lot of divergence, but that's totally dependent on where we spawn, right? So, sometimes we'll see the runners spawn somewhere kind of whack, like DRI, and then we can see divergence immediately. So I'm kind of hoping we see something kind of quirky.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of these races, a lot of people start off going immediately to Windfall, or they have very similar routing, but maybe we'll see some type of divergence in the first little bit.
Yeah, especially if you don't recognize where you spawn, and then I feel like a lot of runners tend to panic warp to Windfall, which isn't the worst decision. That's not a wrong choice. But if you look at your map tracker, before you start, and you could, kind of recognize where you are, you can kind of route in maybe some Sphere Zero checks if you're feeling brave, a Sphere Zero sub, maybe. You never know. And we're off.
Let us see where we spawn.
Cute. Voting course. All right, people leave.
I always forget that boarding course exists.
Me too. I mean, we don't really visit this quadrant in Season 4 unless it's our spawn. So this is a good example of where we might have seen, some divergence immediately, because, immediately to the east was 5-star sub, which is Sphere Zero, I'm pretty sure. So, but we're warping immediately to Windfall, which is, I don't blame them whatsoever. Because if we find Leaf soon...
That will speed the subs up so fast.
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
Get those nice Leaf pumps.
Precisely. So yeah, nothing too crazy going on. We'll just see Windfall and then likely Northern Fairy sub.
Perhaps if we get a bottle here, we'll see some mother and child action, maybe some early grandma saves.
That's true. That's another thing people like to spice up a bit, is whether or not you warp to mother and child, right off the bat without a bottle or not. Because it's a really fast Sphere Zero check, but if you have a bottle, it's even faster, obviously. It just depends. There's
Getting a Tingle statue.
You love to see it?
And of course, Maggie giving us nothing.
Thank you so much, Maggie.
You're a real homie, Maggie. Thank you so much.
It's less brutal in Season 4, though, because we don't have to deal with, coming back later, in Season 3 with Maggie's letter and whatnot, so...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or Moblins, I should say.
Season 4, Windfall is just a one stop, and then you kind of just... You never see it again.
It's honestly so nice. Feels bad, man.
Alright, let's see what our buddy Tot is gonna give us today. And another Tingle statue.
This is where I personally would start to get pretty nervous. You get 2 Sphere Zero Tingle statues, you have no idea where the rest of your 3 are. You might end up storing some along the way. Angle's always such a special little thing to have to check.
And now we are freeing our friend Tingle.
About to Kulu Limpa some maps. Yeah. See, I wanted to say some Kulu some Limpas, but then I said Kulu Limpa, and then it just wasn't gonna work out. Also, early Cabana Deed. That's
Cabana
cool.
Deed, okay. I wonder if we'll break into Cavanna at all today, or if we'll go in the normal way. I know that both of these runners have been doing a lot of practice lately for these races, so I'm excited to see what strats they may have adapted to over time. See how they use them in the run.
I'm wondering if second place routes in different rupees. Typically, you see a lot of runners pick up the rupees that are underneath Tingle's bed, but these are second place's first 5 rupees, so I guess in my mind, we aren't gonna see him go to outset then for a little while. Oh, okay. I take it back. There's another blue rupee in the maze that I just did not know about. Typically, if you do like the fast route through the maze, then you only pick up 5 rupees, but he picked up 10 in the maze. And then didn't get the pot 10 rupees. Well, okay.
Alrighty, so let's see, we're probably heading up to Northern Ferry now, right? Yeah. We will see what's on our fun little sub up here. Hopefully the ropes aren't too brutal today.
Mop also opting not to pick up the 10 rupees in the pot right there. You know, there is the chance that you'll just pick up rupees in a chest along the way, but personally don't like to bet on that.
Yeah, I never like to bet on getting anything. I just kind of, if I can help myself in that moment, I will take it.
Right.
Ooh, we're already seeing some route divergence. Mop is starting to go to paw print, I believe.
Yeah, he's taking this is the fastest way to get to paw print, but we can only get 2 checks right off the bat unless Salvage Corps has something for us to make things easier. Which, no surprise, Mop is going to check first.
Easy Sphere 0 check. Just gotta talk to some fun little guys. Ooh, and we see Din's Pearl. Is that necessary? I see we only have 2 known dungeons at the moment.
Mysterious third dungeon. It's always tricky right off the bat because you might not warp a whole lot immediately, so you might go not knowing your dungeons for a little while.
Okay, so Advocate is saying that Forbidden Woods is last. So if that is the case, then Din's Pearl is not necessary.
Unfortunate.
Second place coming upon some Triforce. Nice.
Necessary, but not necessarily useful. Alright, I wonder what the second check-in pop print has for us. I think we might see Mop go Crescent after this, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Although he doesn't have a way to do the sub up there, but there is a Sphere 0 check right up there, so I'm not sure.
Well,
I take that back. I imagine we're gonna see Mop
with each
go.
other. We find a Tingle statue and a bow. So now Mop really must be going up there.
Nice little Adalogic bow.
And now I believe we're gonna see second place go do paw print. Oh, maybe not. Oh, going up to Crescent first.
Mop is gonna check the 20 rupee item, but he doesn't have 20 rupees. So he will probably just peek to see what it is and then hit him with the people leave.
It is nice to know. Ooh. Okay, so it's a nice pearl that'll give us some mail.
Unfortunately, Mop will have to come back for that later, not knowing what's on the mail, of course.
You could always route that in when he goes to outset if needed. And second has found the Skull Hammer. So he will also be able to do the sub up here.
Yeah, that's a very nice item to get right there. Mop is climbing a platform And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure why.
Is he gonna do storage? Perhaps?
Okay, he's
And now he's
people
abandoning
leaving.
shit. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind for the interview later. I want to know what his thought process was there.
Me as well. Yeah, maybe he was rupee grinding. That's the only thing that I think could make sense.
True. Maybe
Because
he was
he
trying to
did-
get enough rupees to get that pearl.
Yes. Yeah, I think that that's probably what he was doing. He also was able to pick up a bloopy on one of the barrels on his way over to this chest. So he still needs 4 more rupees.
And now Mop coming across his skull hammer. Nice. Getting some weapons in here.
Second, finishing his only break of the run.
If he wanted water or to go to the bathroom, he should have done that now. Alrighty, and we see that the Crescent sub is dead.
I missed what it was I was about to ask.
It was a piece of heart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh my goodness, did... Okay, that was a little monka on Mop's screen. He went to jump slash the mini blend, and then the mini blend was just gone. So I think that would have, I guess, like, I don't know, soft locked the sub. If the mini blend didn't come back, it could have caused some issues. I guess you could just reload the sub, but oh, it got launched. All right, I missed that.
Alright, now we see Second actually stopping to check Beetle as well.
He also won't be able to afford the 20 rupee item.
Both of our runners showing up to Beetle with only 10 rupees in their pocket.
Maybe they were hoping to do a little bit of bartering, you never know. Beetle's a nice guy.
Beetle's a very nice guy, I would trust him.
Nice useless
Second
pearl.
getting his useless pearl. Thank you, Salvage Core, as always.
After we see Second do paw print, I imagine we might see a little bit more divergence. They've done the same checks, just in a different order currently.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna start routing these checks and what they can do with the items that they found so far.
Right, because now that we have a few things in our cute little arsenal, we have a little bit of options.
Looks like Mop is heading over to Outset.
It looks like he thought about doing Cyclos for a hot second.
Yeah, he hovered over Southern Ferry. Looked like he was gonna go there for a moment. But...
yeah. Routing in Cyclos early is not the worst idea, because I personally tend to forget about Cyclos. Also, that's unfortunate that Second Place voided there. I actually did not know that you could void there.
I voted there a couple of times, but it's very rare. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but he's gonna try again like a little champ.
Give it the old college try.
And I guess we will see what Grandma's hiding. Oh, Second.
Third time's the charm.
You got this, kid. Just keep trying. Oh, and Mop finding 200 rupees, so now he can afford that pearl. Go visit our old friend Beetle again.
There better be something good on that mail, for their sake. Second, picking up his bow.
Nice.
You love to see it. Welcome in, Tanjo and Raiders.
Tanjo, welcome on in. Raiders, hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's see where Second Place is going. Let's see what his routing is gonna be.
Sailing to...
Sailing to DRC? Interesting choice, but it works.
I think even if your load times are very slow, I would imagine that the warp is probably faster regardless.
At least by a couple seconds.
Yeah.
At the very least.
I'm thinking like 5. Because we're here already, but... So yeah, this is kind of what I was thinking in terms of the divergence. You can either go to outset pretty much at this point, or DRI with your bow. Those are the 2 immediate options that come up in my brain.
Second place with the safety save, always a good option. At least for me. I know I tend to mess things up sometimes.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I would phrase it as well, Advocate. It's a play, but it's a play that involves... Well, you know what? Never mind. With their skull hammer, it makes BPR not an issue. So that is also a play.
Also, was that a Triforce shard in Mesa's house?
Yeah, I believe that was Mop's second shard. Has Mop done Northern Fairy sub?
Not yet. I don't believe so.
Okay, so that was his first shard, but we do know where 2 of the shards are at this point.
Yes, because Mop left Windfall and immediately went to Paw Print and then Crescent and then warped to Outset. So
That's right.
We have not seen Northern Fairy sub on his side.
Second place will be walking along the outside of DRI to skip using the leaf.
Just taking in a nice little stroll.
Nice little stroll. Hopefully the Cargaroks don't say hello.
Inching his way down. Going for a little slide. And we made it. And Mop is routing in Cyclos at the moment. Second, finding his bottles, so we can go back to Mother and Child, perhaps, and get a fairy for Grandma before he goes to Outset.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, given that we've already been to Mother and Child, but warping there and getting a fairy and then warping back to Outset is not so slow. So whatever we get from Cyclos will be either Power Bracelets locked or Bomb locked. Unless there's a different bow somewhere else that we don't know about, but that's, I think, the safe bet. With our current knowledge.
Let's see what the fun little wind shrine has for us today. Both of our runners doing music checks, and it's a hook shot. And Mop has found another piece of Triforce.
Man, that's our 3rd piece of the cheese that we know about in only 16 minutes. That's kind of pog.
Forbidden cheese.
I wonder what Hyrule's looking like today.
Do we think we will have Master Sword Chamber and Logic today? Anything fun and fresh in there? Or do you think
Hope
it'll be
not. I hope that
For the
there's
runner's sake,
enough
I hope not. But for content's sake, maybe.
for content's sake. It's very dark and stormy, and I can't tell where second place is sailing to.
I believe he's going to the flight control sub.
Ah, here we go. Opting to do this with Bo, you know, is still stressful in my brain, but it works.
Still better than only hook shot.
Still better than only work shot, absolutely. Hammer is also not bad to have in here because you could one-shot the Wizard Ropes with Hammer if you get a ground spawn. Otherwise, have fun shooting.
The sub is not a personal favorite of mine. I don't know if many people enjoy it.
But it is in Logic with only the hook shot, I'm pretty sure.
And I believe that Mop is heading on down to the 5-star sub.
Both runners opting to gamble subs early without leave. Hookshot and a melee weapon. Alright, that makes more sense. So still, you know, in logic, unfortunately, for second. Given that we have the Skull Hammer with us.
Alright, let's see what all that hard work is gonna pay us off with. And it's a skull necklace.
You hate to see it. All that hard work for spoils.
It always
You
feels
never
bad.
know. Your leaf could have been sitting right there, nice and cozy.
I always think it feels worse when you work so hard to clear a check and then it's nothing.
No, I agree. I would rather be rewarded for my hard work.
It really spoiled his mood, yes.
Really spoiled his mood. Another Tingle statue on Mop's side.
And that was in the 5-star sub, correct?
Correct.
Interesting. We see second
0-0.
round against Cyclos now. And Cyclos was another piece of cheese, correct?
Yeah, Cyclos has the third Triforce shard that we know about. So this will be second place's second piece of cheese. Tingle is stinky. I'm gonna have to agree. Right, now we're seeing Cliff Plateau. We'll likely see BPR after this.
This part of the run always gives us some confusion when they store things and we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So hopefully they store something that we can tell.
If I was Mop, I would pause to just check real quick if I stored grapple. Because getting storage on that second ledge on highest isle is just not ideal.
Ghost ship chart.
Oh, golly goodness.
I wonder how early Mop will route that in or if he'll put it off.
So it's first night right now, and we've already been to Crescent, so we'll likely see Ghost Ship at Diamond Step, and then at the latest, probably Bomb. This is my current thinking.
Yes, that sounds probably accurate. And second place is heading to a sub now. Is this also the 5-star sub?
I think that this is 5-star, yeah. This is interesting. You typically don't see runners favor gambling.
Oh no, this is the 6-eye, I believe.
Yeah, this is 6-eye. Which is also Sphere 0. So, you know, if you're into gambling subs, then this is the play.
Kinda digging the yellow moblin look here.
If you're able to get the stick from the first moblin relatively quickly, this usually goes rather well.
Yeah, that's always my goal here, especially if I don't have a weapon.
Right.
Kind of want to throw the barrels at the moblin and hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Alright, we have Mop doing some storage over here.
The first storage of the seed, let's go. Or no,
Let's
I take
go.
that back. We did
Oh, no!
I take it back.
Oh,
Fire
second place! Fire and ice arrows. That's big
So-
for him.
Oh, that's nutty because that's the first logical bow.
Oh, you're right.
So logical fire ice, we're sitting pretty in paw print. Interesting.
It's kind of
So-
crazy.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna be going to Outset. I'm assuming he's coming here for a ferry. Then he's gonna go save Grandma and do all the fun shenanigans. Did we see Mop do the roll clip into Jaboon's cave? I don't think we did.
Yeah, he did not choose to do that. So I imagine he'll go back later with bombs, maybe? It is kind of a nasty roll clip.
Oh, we did get a leaf in Cliff Plateau.
Oh my goodness.
So now Mop has a leaf. He'll be, if he does the leaf pumps, be able to take on the subs a little bit easier, hopefully.
Save some time, even though we have done a lot of the subs already.
And he also stored a bottle.
Second place doing roll clip skip. Say hello to Mesa real quick.
And jumping on the bed. Always gotta greet the homies by jumping on their bed. Second getting his third piece of the Triforce. Oh, unfortunate for Mop, he fell through the ground.
Yeah, that's a tragic spot to fall through the ground because it takes so long to swim around the island and then roll all the way back up. Bottle percent, pause champ. Yeah, those are 2 different bottles that our runners have.
Let's see, he's attempting it again while Second gets his second pearl.
Oh, he falls down again.
I wonder if he knows about the leaf strat here.
Yeah, there is a nice little leaf strat you can do here. And even if you miss landing on, like, the land above where he's currently trying to get on, you can, like, land on the side of the island and then just walk around.
But you know what? He keeps messing up, but he also keeps on chugging, so that's what counts here. He's doing his best. Second opening up the Ghost Ship chart.
Well, and I think that's what most runners tend to do, is they tend to mash whatever weapon they're using to get up here. So, like, if you're using sword, you mash B. If you're using hammer, you mash whatever button hammer's on. Yeah, if anything, I would recommend mashing here.
Flipping through the island that time.
Yeah,
and we're about to pay a visit to Grandma.
Our first
Everybody
grandma
say hi to
visit.
Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Grandma is a war crime. You all better start doing it.
Mop is opting to people leave. Man, so he'll have to come back later with grapple to do the grapple clip, or with bait bag to do it vanilla.
That's kind of brutal.
Yeah, this
but
is
you know
a bit
what?
brutal.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to stay on the same thing for too long myself.
Yeah.
In this situation. We're gonna see what Jaboon has. Second's going for the roll clip.
Oh, that's tragic. He got the frame, but his angle was bad. Or you know what? Maybe he's not clipped in all the way. That definitely could have clipped. Yeah, this roll clip is tricky. Because if you're holding an upright angle, then you will likely hit the loading zone. So you have to find something in between.
This roll clip is always hit or miss for me. I either get a first try or it takes me 50 tries. I'm curious where Mop is going to be taking his chest storage to.
I think he's going to Headstone.
Huh. You know what? Interesting play.
That's the only place where keeping overworld storage would be useful in these settings. He's really sailing to Headstone, yeah. I mean, depending on what it is, could be worth. This is a long sail, though. And you can't warp there, otherwise you'll get rid of your storage, so.
There we go, Second getting the roll clip.
So even though we saw Mop come to Outset earlier, this is our first time seeing what's in Jaboon's cave.
I'm curious what he's going to be hiding in here.
Usually it's nothing, but you never know.
And it is nothing.
Typical
Unfortunate.
Jaboon. So with the chest storage that Mop got at highest aisle, we're gonna see what's on top of Headstone here. We're able to skip the bait bag this way. A loading zone would get rid of your storage, Momo. Or opening a chest, for example.
We're gonna see what's on Grandma Mail.
Graham Mail.
Grandma Mail. Is she gonna come in clutch today?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Top of Headstone had a treasure chart.
Oh, well, Grandma also had a treasure chart. That is not the treasure our runners were looking for.
So Mop is gonna opt to do the rat sub currently. Which with bow is not bad. Boomerang is definitely the fastest, but
yes, I love going into that sub with Rang.
It is very satisfying. And you can also pick up your arrows.
Sorry, I think we're gonna see Second go to Diamond Step now.
This is a pretty good play.
He doesn't have Leaf, so he cannot route in Golf.
Right, no Leaf, but having Hookshot just makes this very fast. Climbing the island, that is. Well, you know what?
Well, he's doing Ghost Ship.
Oh, Ghost Ship.
Big plays here. We're gonna see what Ghost Ship has.
If you're able to get rid of the Whiz Robe relatively quickly, then Ghost Ship is not a pain in the butt.
Yeah, my first goal when stepping into Ghost Ship is always get rid of the Whiz Robe.
Right, because you really don't want him to spawn anything.
Especially a Stalfos.
Right, Second Place got a little lucky with the re-dead spawn. Just take him out with the hammer. But Stalfos are very annoying to deal with. If you don't have bombs, Rang, hammer.
Alright, didn't go as bad as it could have.
He did have the analog glitch. If you hold forward there without going neutral, you can just roll right off the top.
Ah, yes. And we found our wallet. We'll be getting some wallet mail soon. And Ghost Ship is dead. A lot of charts this seed.
A lot of charts. So we'll likely see Second do Diamond Step now. Yep.
And Mop is going to Mother and Child, presumably to get a fairy and check Grandma.
Oh, he also hasn't opened the chest, I'm pretty sure.
I thought I remembered him coming here, but I guess that was just Second.
I think Second came here twice, is what...
Yes, that might be it. Because Second came here, then he came back to get a fairy.
Right. Yeah, so a lot of runners like to wait until they have Bottle to come here. But you never know when you're gonna get that seed where Bottle is right there. That's your only one in logic.
Second needs to be a little careful with his health there. Getting a little bit low.
I think it might be slightly faster in here if you have Hammer to use Hammer on the pots. Right, he might realize that he has the hammer, but he might have just decided to use the stick instead. Sometimes the hitbox on the wood can be a little weird.
And that's our last Tingle statue. Obviously, both runners still have to find one more, but we know where they all are now.
That's crazy. They were all, I think, Sphere 0 or Sphere 1.
Yeah, very low sphere Tingle statues. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Ankle gives us.
But it's always when you get the 5, like, right off the bat that he is nothing.
Command Melody. Definitely necessary.
Yeah, Command Melody is unfortunately hard required this seed, given that we have Wind Temple and Logic. If Mop decides to do Diamond Step early and he sees the Command Melody is in there, then he'll know immediately that Hookshot cannot be in Wind Temple, which is very nice to know.
Alright, so we're checking Walla Mail and Grandma Mail. We already know Grandma Mail is dead. And second is routing in Needle Rock.
Yeah, this is really good routing. Considering that we have Fire Ice, we could get both of these checks immediately. Grapple.
Oh, Walla Mail gives you Grapple Hook. That is kind of big for Mop.
Wow, wait, Mop got the wallet in the rat sub, didn't he?
I believe so. It was an A sub.
It was in a sub. I'm pretty sure that it was in the rat sub. So this could be a little bit tragic for a second, considering that that's a really awkward sub to route in if you don't have the bait bag to also check the top of Headstone. So this could get interesting. Yeah, where's
bait
bait
bag's
bag?
in a bad location. This could really mess up second.
You really could.
And it looks like Mop is going to be doing Diamond Step, perhaps?
Right, and this is really unfortunate. I think that because the ghost ship is over there is the reason why it's storming. It's very hard to see your visual cue for doing Diamond Step early if it's raining like that. But this is what I was talking about earlier, right? So Mop doesn't have the hook shot. He's gonna find Command Melody in Diamond Step, and then he'll know that he doesn't have to worry about... Oh, Pog?
We see a sword on the Needle Rock Island chest. So now we're just loaded up with weapons over here. Second place warping to Forest Haven.
Yeah, Mop is struggling a little bit with Diamond Step early. When it's storming, it's just very hard to tell when you're meant to jump with your boat. Opting to warp away instead.
Going to Dragon Roost. I don't think he's visited Dragon Roost yet, correct?
Yeah, I think that that's correct. Yeah, this is Mop's first visit to DRI. He has grapple, so we might see a trip into DRC as well.
Grapple Leaf and Bow for DRC is not too shabby.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that the last thing that you could possibly want would be either Fire Ice for backwards or Bombs for backwards. There are storage strats you can use to kind of avoid that, but...
Mop getting his hook shot. Alright, and we see second going to the 5-star sub now. I believe this is our last single statue for him.
So hopefully here we'll see a slightly different storage strat than we saw second place do earlier. Because Mop has the leaf, you can skip walking around the entirety of the island to get to the leaf around the island's chest, and you can just climb up one of the little pillars that's right by the chest. It's very neat and very fast. So hopefully we'll see him do that here, because it's a lot faster.
And second has his last Tingle statue. I wonder when he's gonna check ankle. I wonder if he wants to check that now or finish his probable Cliff Plateau routing.
That's crazy. This is such a fast ankle seed. I think that he has nothing.
I guess we're gonna go see Ankle. Go visit our good old buddy.
With hookshot, this is also a very fast check. Mop struggling a little bit to get storage here.
There we go. And Ankle has delivery bag.
Ooh, interesting. I'm feeling something in Cabana, you know?
Cabana tends to either be completely dead or kind of loaded, so...
Right, but this is interesting because we already have the deed, we know where the grappling hook is, and we have hammer. Mop is
now
also...
going to Cliff.
Oh, for a second I thought that Mop was gonna sail to Flake Control Sub. I think that Mop is trying to remember how to do the leaf strat. This is not the pillar that people typically walk up, but I feel like this will still work. Yeah, this will definitely work. You see that smaller one that he's right above currently? That's the one people typically walk up.
But you know what? If it works, it works.
Works, it works.
Picking up a second bottle. Second now getting storage in Cliff Plateau.
He'll be very
Most likely
happy
gonna go...
to see his little leaf that he's about to store.
Oh, I bet. He would be very ecstatic about that.
So Mop arriving and people leaving Beetle just to see what he stored. Looks like it was just rupees.
And second is about to have a very nice surprise. Oh, looks like we are gonna dip DRC.
Yeah, given that Mop doesn't have bombs or fire arrows, this is still a good play, depending on what we find in here. And bombs could be in here, for all we know. Jerry Sag. And we're likely going to find out what Mop left to BPR earlier.
Ah, true. Because second has sword and hammer, so he'll be able to do the jump there, and he also has leaf now, so he'll be able to do the leaf strat if he is aware of that.
Ooh, a bit of unfortunate wind for Mop. Epo arriving BPR. I'm very interested to see what this is. This isn't in logic, considering we don't have the bait bag.
I'm also very intrigued. I was hoping we were going to see it when Mop showed up, but we know how that went. Little over 40 minutes in, and we're seeing our first dungeon, though.
Typical Season 4.
Nice leaf strap by second. Struggling to get in there a little bit.
Yeah, you do have to rule
There
at
we go.
that, right? Like where the bars meet the island, that's your little hole to go through. Nice vanilla small key.
And second, getting note to mom, which he can mail because he has delivery bag.
That's interesting. It could still be garbage. A little bit of a pause champ item. Mop is gonna go ahead and shoot down the platform here.
Convenient, because there is a mailbox right here, so we can definitely check this right now. It looks like second is going ahead and doing that.
Very nice first shot by Mop. This setup just makes this worlds easier.
And note to mom is dead. We know where the great fairies are now, but we didn't want to know.
So this is good for Mop, given that the fact that he had to leave this check, it will probably discourage him from coming back here later. Hopefully he doesn't go back at all.
And second place heading over to Bomb Island Quad now. Gonna check out the sub here. And depending on what's in here, he may or may not be able to check the island itself. If we find power bracelets or bombs, we'll be able to dip in. But if not, we'll have to come back a little bit later.
True, that's always really convenient if you come here without bombs or power bracelets and you find it like right here. Very nice. Mop unfortunately voiding out in the lava.
And second getting a pair.
You know, getting a pair is not the worst thing in the world. It can save you some trips to Beetle later if you can remember that you had a pair or bait somewhere. So I'm personally never too upset for pair bait.
It's definitely not the most helpful item, but it's also not the most useless item.
True. Just buying pairs and bait from Beetle is just a bit slow.
But it looks like we're gonna check the cabana. Can't go in yet because second place does not have grapple hook, but we can always check the top of the waterfall.
If you're low on items, this is a fine chest to save scum, which it looks like second place is doing just that. So if this chest is empty, we'll likely see second place soft reset. Oh, you know what? Maybe
he also
not.
has delivery bag and cabana, though.
Right, he has
But
cabana
he has
deed
the deed.
and... Right. So I guess the only way... Let's see, how would that work? If that was... You would be hoping for grapple there, then in this case.
But unfortunately, our grapple is elsewhere. It is lost in the mail somewhere, waiting to be found. And looks like we're heading to Ice Rain. Depending on what we get here, we might also see Angular. Or we'll see if second place wants to save it for when it can do both checks on Angular. Mop unfortunately falling.
Just a slightly poorly placed jump. It's always unfortunate. So I will be very surprised if we find bombs or power bracelets here, considering that one of our bows was either bombs or PB locked. But this could give us some good information.
We might be able to get a good reading on this. Another sword. Definitely required.
Very pog, very pog. Yeah, Advocate, I'm not sure. I think that it's probably because we're typically not used to having delivery back in Cabana Deed when we go to do that chest.
It's probably just autopilot mode.
Yeah.
Mop is having a really hard time today with DRC. The lava's not his friend.
Just one of those days, you know.
I have been there, trust me.
Me as well.
And another sword!
Oh my gosh, Ice Ring loaded. 2
Double
Master
sword.
Swords.
That is kinda wacky, kinda silly.
Oh my goodness. Mop just got absolutely bodied by a Keys. He would have made that jump too. That's unfortunate.
Man. The keys are always giving us some issues.
Yeah, that's just unlucky. At that point, you just accept that the game just says no sometimes.
And he's going the smart move. Going in that door just in case, so he doesn't have to keep leaping over.
Yeah, resetting your spawn point, honestly.
You know what? At that point, I also probably would have done that.
Yeah.
I would have been over it. Alright, and we are visiting Angular. We're gonna see what's up top here.
If I was second, I would be just praying so hard for Mirror Shield here. Oh, and he's gonna store the chest!
I wonder if he might take this over to,
He'll definitely
to
go
Headstone. So we might be seeing second get his grapple shortly, perhaps.
So, I take it back then. If I was second, I would be praying that this is not the Mirror Shield. Imagine if you stored the Mirror Shield there and you just left. Oh,
that would feel very bad.
That would feel very bad. Unfortunately for second, we know that top of Headstone is a treasure chart, so he won't be too pleased about that.
Oh, looks like he stored his last pearl.
Unfortunate for us, Tachi is not in logic. But now we are Pearl percent.
So lucky for second, that was not his mirror shield, and he did not abandon a check that he could have done. So we will maybe be revisiting Angular at a later time.
But at least we won't be finding pearls later when we're looking for the things that matter. Like that last sword or the light arrows.
Exactly. Gotta get all the nasty stuff out of the way. So that way you can get all the good stuff. And then just go fast.
Win the game.
Mop is entering the DRC mini-boss. Still does not have a sword. Fighting with the hammer.
Yeah, DRC without the sword is not the worst dungeon to be in, but it's definitely still, not the most fun, in my opinion. When you have hammer, it's not too bad. But having sword is definitely very nice, especially for Goma.
Absolutely. But our runners will both have bow entering, so at the very least. Bow is pretty good on Goma. Alright, and second is doing this sub, so he'll be getting his wallet soon. Hopefully checking wallet mail and getting his grapple. And Mop found Boomerang.
Well, you live to see a low-key vanilla dungeon logic. We'll probably see Forbidden Woods not too long after this, considering it's completely in logic now. So second place is going to pick up his wallet here, and that wallet mail, if I recall correctly, led to Grappling Hook.
Yes, you are correct. So we may be seeing DRC on his end soon as well.
Yeah, having Fire and Ice and Leaf will definitely be very nice for a second in DRC.
Let's see, is Mop gonna check these chests? It looks like he's going to. Curious to see if he leaves one or if he opens them both.
I believe that Mop got the big key under Rope Bridge.
Ah, yes, you're right, actually. Finding iron boots, those are needed for Wind Temple, so that is good.
Actually necessary this seed.
If you don't have Wind Temple, iron boots just kind of feel bad to get. They're almost like a treasure chart.
They do
Because
feel
you just
kinda
don't need
bad to
them. Although you could use them on Ice Ring to help you not fall. That would be its only purpose, probably.
True. I find that usually at that point you do have the hook shot. It's very rare that I'm at Ice Ring and don't have the hook shot.
Alright, looks like we're gonna be checking mail and getting our grappling hook here.
I wouldn't be surprised if second warped immediately to DRI after this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And there we go. Oh, he could also do golf real quick. Could also be riding in golf.
When does
And it
golf
looks
ever
like-
have anything?
Looks like that's what he's doing.
People arrive golf.
I don't know if I've seen golf have anything in the few races that I've been watching this tournament.
You know, every once in a while, it'll have something completely whack. More often than not, I feel like it's nothing. Of course, this is all just like, not superstition, but just like anecdotal experience on my part. Just
Perhaps this will be
Jaboons,
later.
right?
Right?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe this will knock our socks off and give us something really good. Or it'll be dead, like usual. I wonder if we're gonna see a gentleman's game of golf, or if Second's gonna do our fun little strats here. Do some ledge grabbies. Oh! It looks like we're playing the game correctly today. Kind of jarring.
Jarring. That went relatively well, I would say. It's always that second nut that is difficult for me personally. I opt for the ledge grab. It is a gentle person's game.
Gentle persons, yes. See, this third nut is what I see trip up a lot of people.
It looks like Mop save warped and realized that he can't go backwards completely without fire, ice, or bombs.
So now we're going through regular.
Right.
He's probably hoping to find a sword or something in here.
Yeah. And it's likely that he has a small key in the basement.
Yes, true. So second place just found Wind God's Aria, which is also, well, if you know bomb push storage, it's not required, but theoretically it is required for this seed, so.
Yeah, required.
Required with extra quotes. Oh, interesting. We're seeing Greatfish now.
Mop is just gonna continue his semi-vanilla climb of DRC.
interested in second, still clearing some overworld checks and not going to DRC immediately, but maybe he's hoping for a couple extra items for he dips in. Not that he would need much. Our third bottle?
No.
Are we gonna be bottle percent?
No.
Are
That
we
is
gonna
our
see
third
a bottle
bottle.
percent? Perhaps?
Gosh,
That would be
we
kind
might.
of epic.
There's still a lot of checks left. We're getting close. It's very abnormal considering there's only one bottle guaranteed in Logic.
I believe he's going back to Cabana now. If I'm seeing this correctly.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a Cabana full clear, which is a pretty good choice considering that he can do it the fastest way possible, which is
Absolutely.
with Deed and Hookshot.
I'm curious to see if Mop tries to break into Cabana with the storage, or if he'll end up finding a delivery bag first. Because he still needs to dip Diamond Step to get his last Tingle statue, and then go visit Ankle to get the bag.
Right, I was wondering where his last statue was. I guess that was in Diamond Step, huh?
Yep. I can remember some things when I need to. Alright, I'm kind of excited to see what's in Cabana. I always get excited to see this, because like I said earlier, it's either, like, completely dead or it's loaded.
Yep.
At least from my experience.
Pretty much. So Mop needs to find a key here, otherwise he's gonna have to go to the basement. That doesn't look like a key.
Oh.
It is a Triforce shard, however.
Does look like a shard, though, so not bad. Definitely required. We're not going to be, Wind Waker diving to Hyrule today.
There's only one more overworld shard is a little bit stressful, I think, personally, given that Hyrule is, you know, is a thing that exists.
Alright, let's see what's in Cabana chest number 1. And it's some money.
Garbage so far.
But you know what? If this was a rupee race, that puts second place ahead.
Conveniently hookshotting ladders, very cool.
Always feels good.
This is interesting. Mop is opting to fight Goma, and then will likely save warp out of Goma in order to check Dark Room.
Perhaps? Interesting choices here, but we see that Cabana is dead.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, given how quickly that was in Logic.
And going back to Great Fish. Interesting.
Oh, really? Wait a second. He's gonna do Islet?
Ah, looks like he's gonna try to cheese Islet. Is there interesting choices?
Yeah, the more overworld that Second does, the more I'm shocked that he hasn't gone to DRC yet.
Yeah, I keep expecting him to warp to DRC, and then he just keeps surprising me.
Forbidden Woods also is open, but Second might be hoping for Boomerang before going there.
Yes, and if he dips DRC first, then he will get that ring.
Right.
Getting in there with his air a little scary low.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Mop does after finishing Goma, because he did open the cross-dungeon warp pot earlier, and can come back after going to Forbidden Woods. So this is out of Logic what Second Place is picking up right here.
And
Wow.
it's the last overworld shard.
Wow. They're getting items, but they're not, like, you know, helpful in any sort of way. Bombs cannot be in Hyrule. Thank goodness. With this dungeon layout, it can get a little stressful with bomb placement because you don't need bombs for any of these dungeons, logically speaking, right? So you never know.
Alright, looks like Second's finally going to DRC.
Yeah, so this will be a pretty fast DRC for Second, given that he can go completely backwards with no worries.
Mop finishing up Goma.
Okay, so it does look like Mop will come back later, hopefully, with the Forbidden Woods cross-dungeon pot that he opened earlier.
Interesting. Where is Second Place going?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where he's going.
I'm gonna be honest. Quite sure. Oh, somebody said arrows. Yeah, that might be it.
Oh, he
Gotta
doesn't
buy
have
some
arrows. Oh, I didn't notice
Okay.
that.
I was a bit confused for a moment there.
Oh, that's so
Shout out to chat
unfortunate.
for pointing that out.
He must have used a lot of arrows on Needle Rock when he was there. Man.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen some arrow drops with Second, so...
Yeah. The only arrow drops in DRC are in Pot Room. I'm pretty sure those are the only arrows in the whole dungeon, so not really useful if you're trying to shoot down the platform to get to the Pot Room.
Alright, now we are coming back. Hopefully gonna have a nice, fun, fast DRC. Mop is over here entering Forbidden Woods.
Moblin Mini Boss has arrows? That's news to me.
You learn something new every day.
Honestly, I feel like at this rate, I'm learning something new literally every time I watch anybody play Wind Waker.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I watch a lot of people. I lurk in a lot of people's streams, and woo.
It's pretty cool, but
learned
at the
stuff.
same time, it's like, there's just so much to know.
Right? I feel like I'm just gathering so much information all the time. My tiny brain can't handle it. I'm interested to see if Forbidden Woods is going to be loaded at all. Perhaps have our last sword, or maybe bombs.
Mop is opting to kill the Chews.
No storage strat here, or maybe he is.
Wondering if he was killing them so that he has an easier time getting the storage here.
Perhaps. It almost looked like he thought about opening the chest and then didn't.
Right. So I didn't see on Second Place's screen, but did he already knock down the platform?
I don't believe he did.
Okay.
So Mop did not check DRC basement, correct? Or did he?
Yeah, Mop has not been to the basement and has not been to Dark Room. I think those are his last checks.
Huh. I guess we will see then. Very true, basement would be a small key. I guess we'll see if orphaning those checks was worth it.
Right, basement has small key, but he hasn't been to dark room, and he needs fire, ice, or bombs to get it backwards, right?
Correct.
So he'll probably need to get that small key in the basement. So I'll be interested to see if Mop takes this warp pot here coming up on his right.
I guess not. Opting to avoid out here to get his item.
He might be taking a precaution in case he stored the small key. You can accidentally take the small key to DRC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like you stored the hero's charm?
Mop is gonna go ahead and take the
Opting to put it on.
Cute little time loss to equip the hero's charm.
Gonna do a soup dupe here. There we go. Yes, if second stores the hero's charm and opts to put it on, we will be getting some bunny ears.
I love Linka's bunny ears, they're so cute.
They are very good. I'm a big fan. The Mop did not opt to go back to DRC yet. I wonder if he'll go back later, or if he's just hoping that the other two checks are dead there.
Yeah, he could just be hoping that, you know, there's nothing there. Because only one check has something that's not a dungeon item, right?
I believe so, unless... Did he find the compass and the dungeon map already?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he found the
Okay.
compass and the dungeon map and the big key. Well, he fought Gomo, so of course he had the big key, but you know what I mean. Unfortunately, targeting the pea hat here is very hard to side hop if you are targeting cute little pea hat.
Yes, Mop is still swordless. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's not too bad because he does have hammer.
It is
But
kind of
definitely-
insane that Mop is swordless, and second place definitely has 3 swords.
You know, it is very interesting. Oh, and we're seeing a little bit of backwards action, so I guess we will be seeing if orphaning Dark Room is worth it. Perhaps.
Right, so where second place is right now.
Oh?
Keck, wait.
Okay, I was concerned that he was gonna leave without the chest.
I thought that he was
And
just
it's
gonna
dead!
leave the chest. Well, that could be good for Mop if he just decides to never come back.
If Mop decides to just... people leave that alone, that could be good. Second getting his 5th Triforce Shard. It's getting cheesy in here.
Ooh, Mop is gonna run out of magic here. And he's gonna fall down.
Unfortunate.
He can't save warp.
But he lands perfectly in the bulb.
Can get some nice magic right here in the bulb. If you're gonna fall down, you might as well fall into a bulb, right?
Exactly. Get you some magic, don't take damage. We can pretend that that was planned.
Calculated.
That's correct. Jay, that is all of his shards, so now he just has to kill all the bosses. So, he is no mode for his shards, at least. We see Mop going for small key skip. And falling.
Oh no.
Oh no. But he pulls Leaf, he can kind of save it, maybe.
Back to the bulb. Fill up on magic while we're here. I think Mop saved Grandma, didn't he?
Yes. He just did soup dupe. Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Falling through the wall. Mop's really not having a good time with these dungeons today.
Yeah, this storage track can be a little tricky if you don't know what parts of the tree trunks you can safely climb up. Mop is playing with my emotions a little bit as well.
I am definitely on the edge of my seat with Mop over here.
Me as well. Getting a little nervous for if he falls into the water.
Okay, looks like he's just going up the normal way now. Gonna grapple over and try again.
Meanwhile, Second is having a pretty normal backwards DRC.
Things are going pretty average over there. Getting a nice piece of heart. Gotta spread all the love.
Mop is just gonna miss.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh! I thought he saved it there for a second.
You do have to have a little bit of height to get on that green part of the flower. You can get lucky and you can just kind of scoot your way up, but typically you need to have a little bit more height than that.
Second finding his iron boots so we can go do some stompy stomps later in Wind Temple. Any clankers in chat?
Dupe in our soup. Quick little magic refill.
Soup in Forbidden Woods must be very convenient for runners.
It's very convenient, especially if you don't know the magic drops that are in this room.
Oh, Mop.
Yeah, Mop is just a little too low.
Yeah, he pulled Leaf a little bit late there. I was hoping maybe it would work out for him, but...
A lot of runners like to do a side hop there into pulling Leaf so you can maintain the height that you have on top of the flower. A little bit of pee-pee hop action.
And second place will be getting his boomerang here shortly. Probably very happy to see that.
Yeah, so you'll see when Mop rolls off the flower, you do kind of roll down and then off the flower, which is not ideal.
Oh. Interesting. He's gonna do a quick soup dupe in the wall real quick.
For safety.
Oh no. Second place has his boomerang now. So I'm sure we'll be seeing Forbidden Woods very, very soon once he finishes up with Goma here.
Mop is having a little bit of a hard time here in Forbidden Woods.
We're about to see second place enter Goma. Doing quick soup dupe. Both of our runners enjoying this soup on this fine day. Shoutouts to Grandma.
There he goes! No!
Oh no! Oh, but he saved it, kind of. And he voided out. Oh no.
So...
That was very unfortunate for Mop.
That was very unfortunate. He had it too, he was up there. And then I think that he thought that he fell down and went to pull Leaf, but was actually up there, so he blew the Leaf, grabbed the ledge, let go of the ledge, was high enough so that he could climb back up, but then voided out, unfortunately.
That was a very unfortunate series of events there.
So we will be on the hunt for a small key now. which unfortunately can possibly be in the big key chest of Forbidden Woods. He doesn't have a sword, so he can't quite spin attack off the Mortis. So we'll be rolling a bit.
Doing some rolls. Yes, a nice fancy fur coat.
I don't know, seems like it would be a little itchy. Typical cutscene boss from Second.
There we go. Goma has been ruined. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Goma.
Mop working on the vine maze in here. Left side had compass.
It's likely that Second Place will warp to Forbidden Woods probably directly after this.
Oh, and we found power bracelets.
Oh, those are the power bracelets. Well, I'm sure that they would much prefer bombs to power bracelets.
Oh, absolutely.
But now their bows are in logic.
And if they find bait bag, Big Pig will be in logic.
Mop is gonna opt to check double Mothula first.
I wonder if we'll see Mop find a sword first, or if we'll see Second Place find his last sword first.
That's a good question. I feel like we often see a sword in the basement of Forbidden Woods, and we've yet to go there yet. So it could be good for us. Bait bag isn't missing. It seems that Second Place is the type of runner to definitely favor overworld above anything.
Yeah. I'm sure his thought process is just he wants as many items as possible before going into these dungeons.
Right. And with Season 4, you can expect to more often than not full clear the overworld. So at that point, it's all about how can you route the checks the fastest, right?
Absolutely. ABCD, always be clearing dungeons. That is a very nice acronym there.
But even if you agree with full clearing the overworld, checking Fire Mountain this early is a bit of a controversial play. You never know. Last sword could be right here.
Litters could be right here. Perhaps bomb could be here, or maybe not, given the
Well,
the paw print logic.
power bracelets were in Forbidden Woods, so this could be light arrows right here.
Oh, Mop is back in DRC now.
I wasn't looking at Mop screen. He's in DRC.
Oh no. He just soft reset, and the last time he saved was in DRC. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. How much time was that? At least like 15 minutes.
At least. Maybe even 20.
Like 30, I think? Was it that long ago? That is heartbreaking. I wonder what Mop is gonna opt to do at this point.
Man, I wonder what his thought process is now. That has to not feel good.
So at this point, man, he knows where the power bracelets are. And he knows that he didn't find a small key. So, right. I'm thinking that he can zip through most of Forbidden Woods again. Since he can go directly to the power bracelets. Do small key skip again, hopefully, because he didn't find a small key. But I think chat was saying that he didn't fight Goma. Yeah, they're asking if he killed Goma.
Yeah.
Well, before he reset, he killed Goma.
Yeah, so he killed Goma, but he did not save after that, I don't believe. He did not save warp out of Goma. He took the little warp thing, so... And second place!
What in the world?
Has all 4 Master Swords.
Last sword is in paw print. Second having fully powered Master Sword before Mop has found his first sword.
I'm curious what was happening. But second does not have bombs or power bracelets, so he's going back for grapple check.
Oh yeah, second place leafed over to the chest behind second boulder.
Yes, this is definitely an interesting moment here. We have second place with all 4 fully powered Master Swords, and Mop still has yet to find one.
I still think that he has to go back to DRC to fight Goma for that shard.
I also think he has to go back and fight Goma.
In fact,
Mirror Shield. Interesting. Angular, perhaps?
In fact, I'm certain that he has to go back to fight Goma, actually, at this point.
Yeah, at this point, because...
There's no way that he would spawn in DRC, right?
Yeah, no. Because, like I said, he did not save when he left, or after he fought Goma. He took the warp. Angular light arrows, perhaps.
Could be the fabled Season 4 2-dungeon go mode.
That would be pretty nice, I will say. I'm sure he would enjoy that.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised that Mop is opting to do the small key skip for a second time.
Really hope it goes better for him this time.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Having a little bit of trouble getting there on the platform. There we go.
And we are going to see inside of Angular. I'm curious to see. So if we find light arrows here, that would put second place in go mode, correct?
Yeah, I mean...
Just, yeah. Bombs are not technically needed. Power bracelets are not technically needed.
I had to do a double take at his tracker, but just, the answer is just yeah.
Also very true, we've not seen double magic yet.
Who needs double magic? We don't need double magic.
It's convenient to have, but it's definitely not necessary.
Okay, Mop taking the warp back to DRC. I definitely agree with this play.
We found Trevor.
Trevor and Angular. Well, hello there, Trevor. Hello. Now we are rich. Beyond our wildest dreams.
We have so much money. We could even go buy the expensive beetle. Beetle 950 check.
But where's Greg?
Looks like second is opting to go into Forbidden Woods now, perhaps? Or is he... Oh, he's gonna check inside of Forest Haven first.
You know, honestly, with the very short amount of time that checking Forest Haven after Forbidden Woods saves, and you're just looking for light arrows, like,
Not a bad play.
Yeah, this could be kind of 5-head.
If he finds his last bow, that, he'd be able to just power right through these dungeons.
Right.
Especially because the Forbidden Woods big key is right there in that second room.
Right, exactly. In my brain, I was thinking that he could store, like, he could just take his storage from, like, an earlier chest and skip the big key that way. But you're right, it would be even faster to just get the big key. I mean, he doesn't know where the big key is, but... We can't do bomb push is the only thing. So that can make go-moding these dungeons a little bit tricky. Especially Wind Temple.
Yes, Wind Temple, especially with the key logic, that could be a little dicey. And Mop is fighting Goma again.
Two runners, 3 Gomas.
You love to see it.
So yeah, checking Tree Branch, the only time that you lose is the amount of time that it takes for you to do like the Wind Waker dive and swim underneath the island. So not too bad.
And it's another skull necklace.
You hate to see it.
Maggie's dad is stoked this seed.
Too bad we're not even gonna say hello.
Looks like we're gonna be checking the small island over here too.
I'm getting a little stressed out about this quest for light arrows. Oh?
I believe that second place is full cleared overworld except for the Bomb Island cave now. Judging from his tracker.
True, we can't even get in there.
Oh, and Big Pig. I believe those are the last 2 overworld checks that he has.
2 skull necklaces. Thank you so much, Forest Haven. So worth. So now he's gonna people arrive Forbidden Woods. Mop finishing up Goma for his second time this seed.
I also imagine that Wind Temple is fairly open for second place as well, but I'm sure he wants to go to the easier dungeon first.
Right, Wind Temple is completely open for second place currently. We can full clear. It's not very fun without bombs, but can do it.
There we go, Mop getting his Goma shard back. The secret 9th shard.
Opting to save warp, likely to check the dark room.
Ah, very true. He still does not have bombs or fire arrows to be able to do it, so he'll probably have to check basement to get that key, unless he has a key.
Right.
Which he does not. And we see second place is about to do some fun storage here. Also getting rid of the chews with a nice little spin there.
Yes, those chews can be kind of mean. I think that the chews in Morth Pit are definitely way worse, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Crystal, I'm thinking Bait Bag and Wind Temple. Maybe Basement Forbidden Woods. We have yet to see that.
I can have a little trouble with storage. but he gets it. I feel like every time we point out that they're having trouble, they get it. Maybe we need to start being more mean.
Yeah, maybe that's the
we need to bully them into being good.
Maybe. Mop is having a little bit of difficulty ledge grabbing this. What would you even call that? Trolley? Like, I've never
you know, I don't even know. I think I just call it like a bridge, but I don't even know if that would be accurate.
I don't think it's a bridge. We are hand-holding
The
in
moving
Forbidden
bridge.
Woods. The moving bridge.
Also, disclaimer, Emily X Swift does not support bullying. That was a joke. Be nice to your friends.
For legal reasons, these are jokes. All of everything that we've said here cannot be held against us. Second place opting to void out. Probably gonna check to see if he stored the light arrows.
And disappointed that he did not. Is he gonna... Oh, he does not know that he has... Oh, there we go! Is he gonna notice? Is he gonna put on the bunny ears? This is the moment we've all been waiting for!
He noticed, he saw, and he delivered. Now we have Bunnyhood Linka.
This
You
is
love to see it.
the best content you could ask for from this race.
Unfortunately, the Wind Waker Bunnyhood doesn't give us, speedy legs. But, you know, it looks cute, that's all that matters.
It's all for the aesthetic.
It's all for the aesthetic. Nice storage from second place. He's going to also do the small key skip. Given that we know small key is in some jank location, this is a pretty good play.
I don't think Mop is opting to do small key skip again. Which, after how it went before, I don't really blame him.
Does he have storage?
I don't think so.
Ah, yes. Hitbox appears to be behaving normally. Yeah, I imagine he's on his way to pick up his power bracelets, and then we'll probably just go straight to the basement.
Perhaps we will see some successful small key skip from second place. Looks like he's leafing on over. Good height. Oh, spoke too soon.
That flower is just being kind of brutal today.
It's kind of being mean. Mop has re-achieved his power bracelets. He is strong now.
And second also rolling off the front edge of the flower. But he's fine, and he doesn't pull it.
He makes it! Okay.
You love to see it. Small key equals skipped. Probably.
Probably.
So he's keeping his storage.
Interesting. Probably gonna go...
Do a little bit of a grapple skip, which is very fast. You don't have to wait for the arms.
Making sure those p-hats know who's boss.
Those p-hats can be very mean.
Meanwhile, Mop is trying to do basement over here. We're gonna get our first little sneak peek into the Forbidden Woods basement. See if it's loaded.
Now, there's no way light arrows are, like, here, right?
I mean, with how Forbidden Woods has been so far in this tournament, I really wouldn't be surprised.
There's no way. Man, Mop is on his hour and almost 40-minute mark without a sword.
That's definitely unfortunate. And our runners are still bombless. Mop not opting to do the strat where you can throw the rang and cut the little eyeball off the chest through the trunk.
Rang strats in here are very, very, very fast and very satisfying, I will say.
They're very satisfying to watch. Oh, unfortunately, he has to go all the way back up. Man, that's happened to me before. It's always feels bad.
Yeah, typically if I'm doing this vanilla, I will wait for the cutscene to see if the bomb actually blew up the flower.
Better safe than sorry, some may say.
True. Yeah, because it gets stuck. The physics, they just don't make sense.
Oh man.
Oh, but I think it worked.
Oh, and there is double magic.
So to one cycle Kalidamos with Master Sword, it's just 2 quick spins, I think.
Now, does Boomerang do damage to when you cut Kalidamos down?
How do you mean?
Like, when you cut Kalidamos down and it opens up and you have to hit the little bulb, does the Boomerang deal damage?
No, the Boomerang doesn't do
not,
damage to Kalidamos itself.
So Mop is going to be rocking with either Skullhammer or Bow, probably, for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think I've seen a swordless Kalidamos yet, but I would imagine that he would use Boomerang to cut down Kalidamos, and the best way to do damage would be to use the Skullhammer.
Oh, unless we find bombs in here, and he'd be able to do bomb strats, perhaps.
True.
Mop also not opting to do leaf pumps over. I can't really blame him.
I'm thinking that with Skullhammer, it would probably only take 2 hits? Skullhammer? Can I do math? Actually, no, I've never done that before.
Second, getting his power bracelets. And there is the small key. Unfortunate placement.
Yeah, that is unfortunate placement. Not if you do the small key skip, you're kind of hoping that small key's in the basement. But for Mop, it would have been better if small key was a bit earlier.
Melon, killing Kalidamos with forest water is pretty fast, and our runners have lots of bottles, so...
I've never even seen anybody do it, but it is fast, like...
I'm waiting for the day that somebody does it in the tourney. It'll be sick.
You know, that can't be, like, a terrible play, right? If you're the type of person to check Forest Haven before going into Forbidden Woods, and you have... Like, think about this seed. This seed actually would have been the perfect seed to do that, right? Second place even went into Forest Haven before doing Forbidden Woods, and we have 3 bottles. So as long as you can do Forbidden Woods in less than 20 minutes, right? Which, you know, is pretty easy to do. You can kill Kalidamos with the forest water.
I feel like that's a strat that not too many people are thinking about, though, when they're racing. We always meme about it, but like when you're in the moment, you never really think.
One of these days I'll see somebody do it.
One day. Thank you, Melon. Thank you for being here. Chat is very pog.
I'm gonna have to agree.
If it weren't for you guys, we would be talking to nothing. So.
I do that anyways.
Same here.
My cat. If my cat is in the room, then I can justify talking to nothing. I'm just talking to my cat, you know. It's whatever.
Really.
Yeah.
And also, big shout out to our trackers, too. Thank you guys for being here and doing your job so we don't have to.
Hell yeah, Symphonic Link and Sir Kill. Second place also opting to do this room vanilla. Or no, he's got fire arrows. I'm a dingus. This is very fast.
Very fast.
Fire plus flower equals... Ash,
No,
I don't know.
This check. Did he get the check across the hanging flower?
Ah!
I think he did, because now he knows that small key is in boss key chest, and he's people leaving.
If he didn't check that, I'd be very concerned. But yeah, it looks like that he knows that big key chest is small key. Which is a very nice little time save.
So we're gonna see our first Kelly Damos fight of the seed. Hopefully we only see 2 today, unlike Goma.
Yeah. Man, it's gonna be really tragic if Bait Bag is in Wind Temple
Oh man.
and Light Arrows are on Big Pig.
That would kind of be tragic, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it'd kind of be tragic.
It's a little bit.
Because our runners are likely in for a Wind Temple full clear.
I'm thinking second place might check Bomb Island real quick, since he has power bracelets.
Yeah,
And then probably head on up to Wind Temple.
Bomb would definitely be the smart play here, considering that you don't even have to warp, right? You just sail from here.
Right. Good 1 cycle. And we had a nice maroon macaw color.
I like maroon onions, pretty good.
Maroon onions.
Which shard is Mop missing?
Mop does not have the Islet of Steel one.
Oh, Islet, that's right.
And then there's also 1 more, I believe.
Was it Ankle,
I'm not quite sure which
maybe?
one. No, Ankle had delivery bag.
Oh, that's right. My memory is very small.
Oh, was it paw print?
Paw print.
I think it may have been paw print. The leaf check, right? Where he leafed on over.
Yeah, so these are hammer strats. As it's 4 hits with Skull Hammer. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to knock down the vines 1 more time.
Oh no, you're correct. That was sword and paw print. I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't actually know what shards he's missing.
I don't either. For sure, the Islet one.
Yes, the Isla one for sure. Oh,
Northern Fairy sub.
Northern Fairy.
That's
right,
wild.
Mop has not gone to Northern Fairy yet. I wonder if he forgot about Northern Fairy. He did not do that at the start. He went straight to paw print from Windfall.
Unfortunately, we can't see Mop's map tracker. We can only see his tracker. So, can't even tell you if he thinks that he tracked it or not.
I guess we are hoping for the best for him. Hoping he did not forget that.
Second place is people arriving to Intern Island.
Intern Island, everybody's favorite.
Looking for the jump slash strat on the Magtail.
Do we think that Bomb Island is gonna be loaded, or are we still gonna be sad?
You know, I'm hoping that Bomb Island is loaded with some light arrows.
I gotta hope
Because-
so too. That'd be kind of pog.
It would be pretty pog. I feel like we don't typically see just like a flat out go mode dungeon, right?
Right.
Like, usually runners will get go mode like halfway through their last dungeon, if any.
They'll either finish all their dungeons and then, find their go mode item in overworld, or they'll be halfway through a dungeon and get go mode. So it'd be cool to see a completely go moded Wind Temple.
Right, I agree. Yeah, it's probably dead, but, just wishful thinking.
Let us see what it is. And it is a golden feather, unfortunate.
Pretty clean Bomb Island, I will say.
Master Sword Chamber and Vanilla Light Arrows are still definitely possible here.
But that's where you're mistaken, Tanjo 3. We had a shard in Islet. Ha ha ha. It could still be bait bag in MSC though, so.
Very true, it could be bait bag. Or could it?
Wait.
No, I definitely...
I actually don't know.
I don't think any shards were locked by bait bag.
Yeah, BPR didn't have a shard, so... My dear second place, you don't have the bait bag.
I didn't even realize what he was doing at first until he walked in a beetle, and I was like, oh, wait.
It would be nice though to just, Linka could just hold the bait.
Maybe he's hoping he stored it or something.
Maybe.
Thinking there.
Maybe.
All right, looks like we're heading on up to Wind Temple.
Yeah, I think that this is. Okay, wait.
And don't really know what happened to Mop over there, but he is here checking his mail.
I think that this is second place's only option, I think, at this point.
Yep. Because all of his overworld except for Big Pig is clear.
Yeah.
So this would be his option.
Man, bait bag is definitely in this first chest, huh?
If it is, do you think he will orphan? Or not orphan, but do you think he'll dip out and go check Big Pig first? Or do you think he'll keep going?
At that point, you're just gambling, right? Like, either play is a gamble, honestly. Also, I'm not entirely sure what Mop is up to. I don't think he's checked the island chest yet.
There we go.
His wind is fine. Okay, he looks fine.
And he's gonna be sad when he sees that it is a skull necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I was looking at second place's screen. He was in Forest Haven, and then had to climb back up, so I'm not entirely sure what happened.
Yeah, maybe he fell.
He did fall? Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always a tragic place to fall. It's really, punishing.
We see our little onion friend here again. Feels like we just left him in Forbidden Woods. And there's bombs!
That's not the worst place for bombs.
That's interesting.
Like, they could have been in Spike's room.
Definitely not the worst.
Not the best either.
But wow. Alright then.
Just noted.
Second opting for the fun little hookshot strat there.
Cute little spring storage.
Love to see it. I like that the bunny ears are poking out of Makar. Looks like Makar has bunny ears.
It does look like Makar's bunny ears. Thank you, Emily, for pointing that out. Appreciated.
And we see Mop doing Bomb Island now as well. Swordless, of course. Man, so where was the first sword that we found? Because I know that 2 of them were in Ice Ring, and then one of them was in Paw Pringe. But where's the first one?
The first one that second place found was on Needle Rock because he had Fire Ice.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And Mop can't even do that check yet because he does not have Bait Bag or Fire and Ice.
Yeah. Beetle Rock.
Beetle Rock.
Man. Mop is having a little bit of a time with these Magtails.
Dude, Bomb Island can be so brutal for people.
So this is gonna be a pretty typical, I think, full clear route from second place. He's probably opting to open the warp pot here, yeah.
Good plays here. Mop's still struggling with Bomb Island a little bit.
It's always trackers, where was the first sword, but never trackers. Hope you're doing well.
I hope the trackers are doing very well right now. And I hope chat's doing very well. This is everybody, this is a hydrate check. Get some water. Take care of yourself.
Everybody take a sip of water. I know
We've
that
been here for nearly 2 hours. Everybody, it's water break time.
I could use some water.
I could also use some water. I finished mine already.
Blonde, you better go refill it then.
It is time to peepo hydrate.
Peepo hydrate. Lucky for us, we picked up Wind God's Aria at golf earlier. For whatever reason, this is the title song. I have no idea why, but here you go.
You know, now that you say that, I never realized
wild.
that.
Isn't that just wild?
I
Like,
think,
why
like,
Wind God's Aria?
subconsciously I knew that, but I never, like, thought about it. Wow.
I really only noticed it once I started playing HD, and you have that cutscene when you're like revealing to Makar that he's the sage of the Wind Temple.
Ah, yes.
And you get that whole little music cutscene. It's very nice. But yeah, why Wind God's Aria and not not EGL?
Well, I mean, this is called the Wind Waker, so.
This is the Wind Waker.
Not the Earth Waker.
Not the Earth Waker. You know what? When you put it that way, is EGL the second part of the song? No shot.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm trying to remember in my head how the EGL part goes, but
there's no shot. It's both songs.
Later tonight, I'm gonna have to do my research on that and then geek out.
EGL is the first part? What? Damn, I'm in the dark, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeding you false information. I really thought I knew something here.
Oh, they're so right. They are so right, actually. I had to think for a minute to remember how EGL goes. No, they're absolutely right. They both match up to be the song.
No,
that's
kind of
sick.
That is kind of sick. Kind of cute that they did that. Have you even played the game?
But it's still the Wind Waker, not the Earth Waker.
It is still the Wind Waker, not the Earth Waker.
Alright, we see Mop coming to Cabana, so he's probably gonna do some breaking and entering. Some
Yeah,
nice crime is being committed here.
Nice crime. Unfortunately for him, his delivery bag is on ankle, and the 5th Tingle statue is in Diamond Step, which we have yet to go to.
I'm shocked that he hasn't checked Diamond Step yet, to be quite honest.
You know, me as well. He might be hoping to route it in with some more stuff, maybe?
Perhaps. I don't think he's done golf yet. So maybe he's hoping, like, checkout set, maybe Big Pig. Maybe go do golf, go do Diamond Step, something along those lines.
Yeah.
And second place has both of his small keys now, so that's very good.
Still no light arrows, though.
Where are the lights? Give me the lights.
Something fishy.
I wonder if they'll be in the tall enemy room.
I was gonna say the same thing, just in a different way. You know, because the official name is not the Tall Enemy Room, right? It's the Tall Emily Room. We all know that.
Absolutely the Tall Emily
It's
room.
absolutely the Tall Emily Room. That's if I was to guess a location, it would be that location.
The wind is blowing.
The earth is blowing.
The earth is blowing.
Yeah, so because second place was able to get Makar through the warp pot, he doesn't have to go back into the right side to pick up Makar that way. According to the Wind Temple propaganda, this is faster. Supposedly.
We are still learning something new every day. Oh.
Unfortunate cycle.
And
Ooh, absolutely bodied.
Absolutely destroyed. Linka's head just bounced right off of that platform.
That looked so violent.
Can we get a medic in here, make sure she doesn't have a concussion?
Man, Linka is just built different. 07. Unfortunately, the fan is on a global timer, so you can never expect the fan to just be able to blow you all the way to the top.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why
I did not know that.
in a lot of speedrun routes, if you need to take the fan to the top, they opt to route it in after the mini boss, right? Because it's a loading zone. So if you go through the loading zone, it resets the timer, and then you're good to go.
I'm just learning all this fun new stuff.
But in rando, you just hope. You just cross your
gotta
fingers.
Pray.
You just hope that it gives you enough time. And then you also hope that the p-hats don't just wreck your day.
We got the big key.
Showing the butler our hookshot. Here you go, sir. I'm gonna use this to scoot my way past you.
Are you not amused by my hookshot? And bomb bag in Wind Temple as well, so now they're really loaded with bombs.
Mod check light arrows.
Wonder if we'll see lights perhaps in the spike room.
Perhaps.
I've definitely seen them there a few times before, so it's plausible. Second is stuck in that wind tunnel.
So this is pretty much what I was afraid of. Light arrows deep in Wind Temple pretty much guarantees full clear.
We see this fun little strat here where we are skipping having to fight the enemies down there. As long as it all goes to plan.
Yeah, that last angle was a little scary, but it works out.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there.
We get 60 attempts at this bomb boost. We're just gonna look at that bomb. What?
Oh, you know what? I've seen this happen a lot lately.
How?
I believe I actually was watching Second Attempt this the other day, and this happened. So, for some reason, he puts the bomb down, and when he boots, he puts the iron boots on, it just doesn't break the floor. It's really weird. This happened to him a lot the other day. Oh, and there we go.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, it's strange. I have not seen that happen until recently, and now
What
it's
on
happening a
earth?
lot. So I wonder, I don't know if maybe it's his angle, I don't know if maybe where he's placing the bomb affects it at all, but... Very strange stuff here. And he's allowing the Floor Master to grab him.
Yeah, Man, he really just was wearing the iron boots, just... the floor just didn't break.
Yeah, the floor just was not giving, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, typically what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to put on the iron boots at, like, the perfect time for the bomb to blow up and, like, damage boost you off of the floor. But... weird. He had paid extra for that floor tile. At least we can check this before Spike's room.
Yes. And it's the chart, unfortunate.
Nice little treasure chart.
Alright. Where's Mop heading over here? I think he's heading maybe to golf?
He does appear to be people arriving to Horseshoe. Gonna pick up Wind God's Aria.
Are we going to see another gentleman's game of golf, or are we just gonna... Are we gonna cheat? Are we gonna be some filthy cheaters here?
Pausing my champs.
Oh, dude, my champs are so paused right now.
Nice
Nice
try
bomb
bomb
boost.
boost. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Bait bag!
Big bag! You kinda called that.
Low-key.
And Earth Gods, which is not necessary this seed. Thank you.
EGL. Really
Now we can play the
lame.
full intro song.
Yeah, this seed ain't slick. We knew that bait bag was sitting pretty in Wind Temple. Light arrows are totally on the big pig. A nice classic full clear.
I will be very shocked, but kind of pleased if light arrows are on Big Pig after that.
Shocked and kind of pleased is my general mood, I would say. Given the what are those guys even called? The
I don't
telescope
know.
guys. Give him a nice little blow of the leaf. Unlike the Gorons, his hat doesn't fly off when you use your leaf on him.
Unfortunate. The Gorons are always fun to mess with.
Alright, Symphonic, how could I be so silly? Of course it's vanilla light arrows, of course.
I mean, that is a possibility.
Okay, Claire, I think that checks out. I was hypothesizing in my brain that it had something to do with the fact that, Second was facing the bomb as well.
Yeah, because I usually see people, they'll place the bomb and turn around.
Right.
So that could be it. So that is a good thing to note for anybody that plays this game. If you're doing that strat, do not face the bomb. And we see Mop finally entering DSC. He'll get his last Tangle statue, be able to go get his delivery bag. And there are light arrows.
Color be pickled. Was really hoping for
Well?
Big Pig at that point.
Dang. Okay. So we don't get to throw the pig today, unfortunately. But that does put second place into go mode.
Second place is going the mode.
Second place is go mode before Mop has found a single sword.
That's crazy.
That's kind of nutty.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that before. Mop has just been really unlucky with the locations that he's been checking, pretty much.
And Mop has also not done the, he's not done the 6 ice sub, I don't believe, because he does not have fire and ice arrows. That's where second place got his. So that would be his only bet here.
Yeah.
To get a sword. Either that, or if he went back to paw print and did our... Oh, actually, he doesn't even have to do the leaf strat, because he does have power bracelets.
Oh, I think second place is opting to bring Makar to the basement with him. So no tree skip. Makar gets to take an elevator for the first time in his life.
Makar's
Momentous
big day.
occasion. Makar's big day.
I'm so proud of him. Look at him waddle.
He's just out here doing his best.
Those bunny ears.
With his bunny ears.
I'm never gonna not see that now, and I'm so happy about it.
So this chest must be the big key.
No, I think you already got the big key. Unless I'm
Okay.
mistaken.
He
I'm
was
not quite
fighting
sure.
the wizard.
I don't think... Yeah, I think he was killing it just so it wouldn't be a pain, perhaps?
That makes sense.
Yes, Blanc. It was later. It was on mini-boss. Very jarring.
That is
If I do say so myself. We were hoping for some big pig action, but you know what? That's okay. You can always go back and watch some VODs for Big Pig. Oh! That Stelfo's taking a big swing. Linka is just not having a good day in Wind Temple.
Really?
Her poor skull.
Her poor skull.
Oh
Poor
my.
Makar is right in the line of fire.
I know, Makar's just squealing for help. But we made it. Alright, so we see Mop is leaving Diamond Step. Now I wonder if he'll go check ankle. Now that he has all 5 statues.
Yeah, I imagine he would check ankle and then hopefully at some point warp to Taji to do the 6-eye sub.
Ah,
Or
go to
Great
Great
Fish.
Fish.
You know, Great
Interesting
Fish is
play.
also a play. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what... Oh, wow.
Oh?
I guess that's the strat.
That, you know?
Yeah.
If only the Armos Knight could do a dab like the Dark Knight in Hyrule.
Yeah, I guess Linka can't take damage from the Armos if she's in, like, the command state. So, yeah. Works out.
Command state through the whole game.
Honestly. Some nice little side hops from second place.
Living for the clanks. Mop has gotten his 3rd bottle now.
No 4th bottle, unfortunately.
No 4th bottle.
So close yet so far. I'm kind of sad as well.
I was kind of hoping for bottle percent there, not gonna lie. It's been a minute since I've seen bottle percent.
Yeah, we'll just tell ourselves that the 4th bottle is on Big Pig. In reality, we'll never know. So, I've been wondering about this for a while. I thought that people opened that warp pot just in case they died of Mulgara, but that's actually not the case. I think that people are taking a precaution if they accidentally kill Mulgara in the middle and spawn in the warp. Or if the Triforce shard spawns in the warp. But I think at that point, you don't take the time loss to open the pot, and you just... If the game says no, the game says no, right? The odds of that are so low.
I always open that pot because I'm afraid of forgetting to grab the shard. Personally, because I've done that before.
I've done that in Earth Temple one time.
I've almost done it in Earth Temple, but I've done it in Forbidden Woods, I think, twice. So I always try to play it safe, just for my own comfort.
You know, it makes sense. It makes sense. We do get the Cat Jam music today. Right, Mop is
Second's going for the air shot and misses.
Okay, Mop is returning to Cabana. For a hot second, I thought that he was gonna go to 6-eye sub.
Unfortunately not. And unfortunately for Mop, Cabana is completely dead.
Yeah. He could go directly there after this, though.
Very true. It is only diagonally up 1 quadrant, so...
Yeah. Plus the sub is in like the lower part of the quadrant, so this is actually pretty good routing, I would say. You could do it probably in like either order, I would imagine.
And we see second place finishing up his last dungeon. Mulgara has gone pee-pee poof.
Mulgara, more like Mulgon. That one wasn't very good, it's fine.
It's okay. I chuckled a little. It was the effort that counts, right?
That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, for Mop, we do know that the cabana is dead.
It is even more dead than the redeads.
It's even more dead than Mulgara!
Alrighty, we're gonna go dip Hyrule now on second place's side. Might see a nice sub 230 here. I'm sure we can pull that off. Unless PG goes horribly wrong.
Second place is in first place.
He's gonna have to change his name soon, guys.
He's gonna have to hit us with a name change.
Petition to first place 92. Commentators stand upset when? Oh, trust me, it's coming. One day.
One of these days. True, he's not in first place yet. Still got Hyrule between us and the finish line.
He may be ahead, but Hyrule could go horribly wrong.
Hyrule could be tragic. You never know.
He could suddenly just fail everything for like as long as it takes Mop to catch up, and then Mop could lap him. It's very, I mean, probably not very likely or possible,
Lap him. Void is ahead. I think that everybody just has that one day where they void out, where you're supposed to leaf over the gap. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. You know.
Very familiar.
Are we gonna check for Hurricane Spin? That is the question. We are not.
We're not. Unfortunate. DQ'd.
DQ'd.
Didn't go find Hurricane. What if Hurricane's on Big Pig?
Oh, could be, could be.
I guess we'll never know.
Because we did get every single check that, like, shows up logically, right? So Big Pig could have anything.
So. The only logical checks that Second did not check were Big Pig, and then Master Sword Chamber and Light Arrows. So.
Yeah.
But also, the Tall Emily room.
Also the
we
Tall
did not
Emily
get
room.
that chest. So perhaps it was there.
Right, but I mean, like, for instance, all the pearls are in logic, right? Because even if Tachi is not in logic, you just get every pearl. So if we were missing a pearl, we could be like, oh yeah, Big Pig's got Dean's pearl. Not today, not today.
Not today.
Yeah, so as expected, it looks like Mop is looking for a 6-eye sub.
Ah.
We'll be able to pick up his Fire Ice.
Very good. Second place going for the frame save and did not get it. The mini blends are brutal, man.
Mini blends are brutal. Man, I keep forgetting that Mop still doesn't have a sword.
I wonder if second place is gonna finish before Mop finds a sword.
I think that he might.
Unless Mop goes and checks Ice Ring immediately after this, I think that might be what happens.
Yeah.
That would definitely be interesting. I wonder if there's ever been a race like that, where somebody has just not had a sword at time of finish.
I don't know, you don't check the right checks, and I guess something like this could happen.
Is Second gonna go for the fun little staircase strat here? No. Does not get the double shot on the Dark Nut and the Moblin.
So I think that what really got Mop was the fact that we had 2 swords on Ice Ring, a sword on Needle Rock, and then a sword on Paw Print behind second boulder. So majority of those, typically people wait for Fire Ice, which are right here.
Yeah, Ice Ring was kind of loaded today.
Yeah, Ice Ring kind of loaded.
Alright, it's PG time. We'll see how this goes.
Pulling out the snipes. Having a little bit of difficulty getting this first shot here. Hog.
Nice shot.
One down.
I feel like PG1 is always hit or miss with people. It's either really good or it goes kind of poorly.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Nice second shot.
Just one more and we're home free.
And we're back on Dragon Roost on Mop's side. I'm intrigued to see what's going on here.
He's yet to fight Goma. So he needs to fight Goma.
Again? I thought he already beat Goma again.
Oh, you know what? I'm getting it confused. I don't think that he went to the basement to get the small key and then needs to check Dark Room. So yeah, he knows that he still has one check that's not a dungeon item in here still. That's right.
I mean, I would accept a 4th Goma today, but
Accept a 4th Goma.
I'm sure Mop does not want a 3rd Goma.
I think that's 2 Gomas too many.
Goma is tired of being beat today.
Oh man, once again Mop has not the best wind for leaping across that lava. Second place is opting to do boomerang strats to get the third shot on the tail.
You know, I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes if I can't get the 3rd shot and I'm really stressed, I will just boomerang it.
I do be like that sometimes. Because there you go. PG win is just PG done.
We got the yolks today. Let's see if Grip Shot happens here.
I would love to see Crip Shot. Can never see it on my screen, so might as well look at it for other people.
Regardless of who hits Grip Shot, it's always very satisfying to see.
True, there's just something so crisp about it. Don't know what it is.
Ooh. Not gonna get the double, but could still get regular. Get the 2 shot over here, perhaps.
Consider my champs paused. Alright, he's going for it.
And a miss, but you know what? That's fine. Still not a
You're
bad
right.
phase 2 so far.
Honestly, still fine. It's only when you pull out that 4 cycle that it starts to hurt.
Yeah, a little bit. When you get smushed by one of his legs and you're like, ooh.
I do go
Alright,
like, ooh.
Mop is people arriving to the darkroom chest only to find out it was not worth it. Unfortunate. And as much as I comment that second was low on arrows, but looks like the keys gave him some, so that's good.
Rudy's got 1 snipe down for Worm Ganon. 2.
2. Do I hear a 3rd? I do!
Let's go.
Nice PG-3 there.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice PG-3. No bombs, no spin attacks, no nothing. Just arrows and skill.
And I do believe we are going to see a sub 230 here from second place. Very nice. Alright, I think Mop might be going to paw print now, perhaps. So he might actually get a sword.
He might actually get a sword.
We might see a sword on MopOfJustice's screen before second place finishes.
It'll all come down to how second place does on Ganon.
Nah, I think Mop will get there in time. Unless he opts for the grapple check first.
True.
But even so, Paw Print's pretty fast to get through, so I think we will see a sword.
I don't know. Ganon's a pretty quick fight. It'll be a close. I would imagine that he would do the grapple check first.
Well, he does have power bracelet, so it doesn't... Yes, he is going for grapple check first.
Monka. Second place almost falling off. But not
that,
quite.
Was a little bit of a clincher.
It was a little bit of a clincher.
Alright, it's Ganon time. Let's see how this goes. Ooh,
Alright,
getting
the fact
bullied.
that second place got hit and lost his suit power probably guarantees that, yeah, Mop is definitely gonna get his sword.
But you know what? That's good. Mop finally has a sword. He's probably absolutely bewildered right now. Shocked, jarred, confused. Yeah, first sword at 225. That kind of feels bad.
It's a long time in Season 4 to go without a sword.
It really is.
I don't think I've seen anybody go that long with that one. Oh, Linka getting
Ganon?
kicked by Ganon.
Ganon? Yeah, wow. Linka is having just a brutal time these last 20 minutes.
Linka is having a day.
And there we go.
GG.
GG, second place.
Second place and first place with a time of 2:25:37. GG.
Not bad at all.
You love to see it. I imagine we'll probably get him in here for an interview rather shortly. There was something that happened, Emily, at the beginning of the seed where we were like, oh, we gotta remember that for the interview.
Oh yes, Mop checked the or he went up on the platform at Paw Print to presumably get rupees.
Oh, that's right. GG's to both our runners. Very fun race.
That was very interesting to watch. Both of our runners did very good. Mop had a little bit of a hard time, but you know what? I am proud. I'm proud of both of them.
Me as well. Peepo arrived second place.
GG's.
GG's. Tell us how you feel.
I feel like that was some of the best Wind Waker gameplay I've ever done.
You kind of popped up.
You were kind of cracked. You were doing pretty good.
I flubbed a little bit in Wind Temple, but other than that, I think it was pretty good all around.
You know, sometimes those P-hats just say no, and you know, it's not much you can do about it.
Oh, and now we have Mop in here. Mop, hello. GG's on your race.
GG's. I hadn't even touched Wind Temple yet.
Yeah, so you just, on our side, you just got your first sword. As second was a couple, like, probably 20 or 30 seconds from killing Ganon.
It was just...
You gotta be kidding me.
See, the thing that really got you was just the fact that you got your Fire Ice so late, right?
Yeah. I was a little upset when I found a bow that early.
Right, so you won't be surprised to hear that there were 2 swords on Ice Ring, and
Oh, of course.
yeah.
That was right. I was literally heading right towards there in Angular.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ice
Then-
Ring had
Oh,
2
my.
swords, and then Needle Rock, the outside island chest, had the other sword.
Yeah, so another, it's not Fire Ice locked, but like Bait Bag was like deep into Wind Temple, so.
Yeah, Bait Bag and Bombs and Wind Temple, kind of.
And I didn't even need either of them.
Yeah, I didn't even need bombs.
Please.
Didn't need Bait Bag.
Please tell me bombs were before Spike Room.
Yeah,
Bombs
first.
They were
the
first check.
Oh, you gotta be. Okay. I regret not going hard into Wind Temple then. I hate doing Spike Room the vanilla way, and I was like, I'm gonna get so burnt if bombs are somewhere overworld.
Oh yeah, second place. So we were talking about the bomb boost strat in Spike's room.
Mm-hmm.
Claire thinks that it might have something to do with the fact that you were close enough to the bomb where you have the prompt to pick up the bomb.
Yes, so when you do that, try turning around and then do the iron boots and see if that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering, I'm like, I don't understand why
that's
the floor
whack.
isn't breaking.
Yeah, because I was explaining to everybody as it was happening. I was like, oh yeah, I saw this happen to him the other day. Like, for some reason, you iron boot and it just doesn't break.
Yeah, that's really strange. I'd not seen that happen before, but yeah, just try turning around and then see if it works out better for you.
Okay. I mean, at least it's not that big of a time loss. Just get grabbed by the floor master and go back down.
Right.
Mob, I had a quick question. So at the beginning of the siege, you went to paw print, and then you checked the beetle 20, and you saw it was a pearl, and then you climbed the platform
I
there.
was
Were
hoping
you?
I could find like a clutch yellow rupee or a couple blue rupees.
We were
Yeah.
I know I was
confused. We're like,
just barely out of range of getting that, and I'm like, why couldn't this be on the freaking salvage core?
that's what we thought, but we were like, why is he going up the platform? That's not necessary. And then we kind of were like, oh, probably rupees, maybe. I was just curious.
I didn't want to risk putting it off and then conveniently forgetting that, oh hey, I have Aurora's Pearl on Beetle.
Yeah, I actually did almost forget to buy it.
Well, that was definitely very interesting to watch. How do you guys feel? Any parts of the seed that were like good for you, bad for you? What did you like? What did you not like?
I hated how many times I kept getting denied trying to go up the freaking elevator in DRC. Like every
yeah,
time.
that.
Like
I
I
felt
tried
your
like
pain there.
7 times, and each time I either get sniped by the pillar of lava or I get sniped by a random bat. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, the keys thing was very, very, very unlucky.
It got to the
Because
point where I
usually-
just said, screw it, I'm just gonna open the door to Water Jug so that I have a quicker respawn from right there instead of trying to catch the cycle.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, also, you save warped. You must have thought that you had saved later, but you soft reset out of Forbidden Woods, I believe, and then it put you into DRC. I think that lost you the most time.
Agreed. Like, and then I knew I was a shard behind, but I was like, I can't remember if the shard that I'm missing is Bird's Nest or Goma. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine. I'm just gonna go into Forbidden Woods. I'm gonna do my normal storage, get the boss key. I'll pop into the interdungeon warp pod, and then I'll figure it out from there. Get that, and then boom, back to square one.
Right.
Yeah, my heart sank for you when I saw you reset and spawn back in DRC.
The whole
I
reason
was
why
like,
I
oh,
did that
no.
was because I completely forgot that the small key could be in the basement. So at that point, I thought I somehow stored the small key, but accidentally deleted it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I just soft reset out. So,
Yeah, and small key was all the way down there in boss key chest.
Yeah.
which would have been absolutely amazing if, I was able to pull off the small key skip like I did like a dozen times in practice yesterday.
Right.
But of course, I choke it away in the middle of a race. So,
Yeah, I feel like races are always when just the most whack
Tragic
things
things
happen.
happen.
Yeah, tragic and whack.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know, I was
Yeah.
surprised that I didn't struggle with storage at any point, considering the last race I did a lot.
Storages were pretty crisp.
Yeah, you had some pretty clean storages. Very impressive. What
It
were your
seems like-
thoughts when you went to Ice Ring and you found both of those swords?
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. I was really glad that when I finished the top right part of the map in the beginning, I was going to go straight to Outset, and I was like, wait, no, let me go do Cyclist and 6-Eye sub, and then that's where I found my Fire Ice. I was like, I'm really glad I did this.
Yeah, that was a good play.
I think we were a little nervous when we realized that, let's see, Mop had done the rat sub, I think a while ago, and had found the wallet, and then the wallet led to grapple, so we were worried that you weren't going to get your grapple for a very long time.
Oh, also, how do you guys feel about finding 3 bottles this seed?
Yeah, that
Almost
was...
bottle percent.
I was like, whoa.
I was like,
You know-
okay, thanks, Seed, but I would really appreciate a
I
sword.
really would appreciate a sword.
You know what my favorite part of that seed was?
Hmm.
When I stored the Hero's Charm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you both
absolutely.
took the time loss to equip the hero's charm. I respect it.
The bunny hood with Makar on your head, it looked like Makar had the little bunny ears. I got a good giggle out of that.
Yeah, overall, a lot of money moves from both players. You guys have any other thoughts on the seed?
Nothing off the top of my head. Oh yeah, did you like how I went to try to do Big Pig and then forgot I didn't have bait bag?
Yes.
You tried to buy a bait and then, you know, it happens. It
It
happens.
happens to the best of us.
Well, GG's Mop and GG's second place.
Yes, GG's. You guys both did very good.
GG's.
I'm very proud of you both.
Looking forward to more races from Group B.
Amen.
The Challenge Cup is starting to get spicy.
It's starting to get spicy. A lot of runners are improving very quickly, so I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the bracket, once groups are over, people are going to be clutching out some hot times.
Oh, absolutely. I look forward to seeing these hot times, too.
Yeah, that seed was only like a few minutes off my PB. And in my PB, I had Forsaken Fortress in the lineup, so I don't even really count that as a whole dungeon.
Yeah. I'm just upset that bombs were in Wind Temple.
I know.
Yeah,
when
definitely
I
not the best place.
when I full cleared Overworld and still didn't have bombs, I'm like, what the?
I also love how I was trying to do Command of Deed skip, but could not get it to work. And then conveniently, first tech I get is the fifth Tingle statue. Okay, let's go check what Ankle is. Of course Ankle had the delivery bag. Like, back to Private Oasis I go.
You know, my favorite risky play I made this seed was when after Fire Mountain, I went to Paw Print and I was like, I'm going to try to do the leaf strat to skip the second boulder. And I didn't even practice that at all, and I got it first try.
Wow,
Nice.
impressive. And it rewarded you with your last sword.
I know, I was like, well, this was worth it.
Okay, so let's wrap things up here. Again, shout out to our runners, Second Place and MopOfJustice, to our commentators, Hallison Haley and Emily X Swift, and to our trackers, Symphonic Link and Sir Kelp. Let's see. Nothing else on the schedule today. Tomorrow night, we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly race at 10 p.m. Eastern. Our next Season 4 tournament top 24 matches are on Thursday. We got Gymnast versus Clarion Game 1 of the best of 3 is at 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, and then Game 2 will follow afterwards. And then we have Sir Kilt versus Neef, a best of 1 at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be it for us here. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.